If you want to live an amazing life, you are going to have to do some uncomfortable things. One of the principles you need to understand in regard to your mind and mindset is that your mind optimizes to reserve energy by keeping you in your comfort zone. One of the ways it keeps you inside that zone is by exaggerating pain and minimizing pleasure. Here is an example. Have you ever pushed yourself physically to the point where you felt like you couldn't do it anymore? Did you hear that voice inside your head screaming to stop? That you are going to die or hurt yourself beyond repair if you don't stop or take a break? In the moment you felt like you were going to die, so you stopped, but 5 minutes later you felt fine. Or the next day you were fine. If you were really going to die from that, you would not be able to walk around after. Or have you ever had a little bit of ice cream and felt that wasn't enough? That you needed a lot more for it to be a sufficient dessert? Or rather that you need a full bowl of ice cream or a full piece of cake in order to be satisfied? Believe me, a small piece of cake is just as fulfilling as a large piece of cake. How do I know? Because the taste is the same regardless of how big or small that piece is. You are not eating cake to fill up. You are eating cake because your mind wants as much sugar as it can get, because sugar triggers the pleasure center of your mind. My point being is that when you are doing something that moves you outside of your comfort zone, that action is consuming energy, and so your subconscious reacts and tries to convince you to stop. On the other hand, your subconscious loves immediate gratification and tries to convince you that you need more of it than you actually do. In fact, the more you decrease the amount of pleasure you experience, the more enjoyment you get out of it. If you fast for 24 hours, that first meal tastes amazing no matter what it is. 5 hours of sleep is cherished more than 10 hours. Your subconscious will actually lie to you in order to keep you within your comfort zone, which is not ideal if you want to make difficult things easy. David Goggins, who is considered to be the toughest man alive, calls it the 40% rule. Meaning, when his subconscious starts yelling at him to stop, that is when he is only at 40% of his capacity, and he has learned to overcome the lies and to push himself to 100% of his capacity, which is why he is considered the toughest man alive. Now, I'm not instructing you to push yourself as hard as David pushes himself. What I do want you to take away from this is that when you are doing difficult things and getting out of your comfort zone, evaluate the messages coming from your subconscious. Are they real, or is it a lie to keep me from spending energy? Also, when it comes to pleasure, do you really need that much? Do you need a full donut to enjoy the donut? Do you really need 8 hours of sleep? Question those sources of pleasure and see if you can go with less. This will free up your time to do what is important to your future, and the less dessert you eat means the less time you have to spend in the gym to get the body you want. So understand that your mind optimizes to reserve energy by exaggerating pain and minimizing pleasure. Question your internal messaging before acting on it in order to make difficult things easy, so you can unlock your true potential and do the impossible. Now, if you like this video and want to learn more, hit the subscribe button and check out the rest of my channel. I specialize in making difficult things easy so that you can do what is difficult in order to live the life you want to live, and I do this by teaching 4 subjects not taught in school. So if you want to level up your life by making difficult things easy, check out the rest of my channel. Until then, I'll see you in my next video.